Darkwater history. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears to be... I'm sorry. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until then the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. I guess those are whales. In 1847, months after the pursuit, Scylla returned to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Probably just a giant squid. That's what a baby looks like before it poops it out.
It's really interesting that he has all this as just books.
More books, please. One more on medicine would be great. Hey, look at that. Medicine's leveled up now. Oh, it was leveled up. Never mind. I need one more CP to max out Spot Hidden, which will be great.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena
I don't remember what he just said.
Blavatsky. At the end of the 19th century, the creator of the Theosophy would have driven extensively on the text of this book, but no one has ever been able to consult them. Occultism. How close am I to that next level? 4 more? No, these are 5%. So yeah, 4 more. English is hard, bro. Biology right next to mythology. That's a great way to put it. Anatomy and dissection. Would you read the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
This is the first version. The volume 2 was the first one I read. This is volume 1 apparently, because there's no numbering to it. All right. Hello?
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work. Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
The eye symbol, like at that dude's cell.
Yeah.
What the... Charles Hawkins? What's happening to Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Is that the Necronomicon?
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Oh, dear God. Oh, okay. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother, if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if the celebrated author says, "Order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination." Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of my safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage, of Miskatonic University. The contents of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer for your actions. From your actions.
What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Occult leveled up. What's my occult at? Hey, it just hit 40. Or just hit 4 out of 5. Cool. More medicine.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Maybe.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to this being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkinson's trip to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Oh my God.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
collection of essays on the American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmarth. This volume is part of the Arkham's Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
In the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of this land, and moreover, that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
This collection of texts on different beliefs was written by legendary philosopher. It includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, a popular text amongst 16th century alchemists. Okay, hold on. Where's that dude's note? Here we go. Each cylinder is numbered. I think these books, depending on which volume, he says, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. So I need to figure out which volumes constitute...
What's engraved on your lighter?
Oh, engraved on my lighter?
Yeah.
Lost Battalion, 10-7-18.
I just thought I didn't write this. Oh.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Various rituals and invocations.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
God, there's
Another
so
volume
much.
by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
What, is there more stuff? Or is it all right there? Cylinders.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Does he have a phonograph? Whatever that thing's called? Hey!
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
That gold?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Volume 9.
What did Drake say about this collection?
That was 2.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
1.
So these are the volumes
3.
that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
6.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
8.
So these are the volumes that Drake was
7.
talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
9.
That's 4.
That's 4.
9 is 1x.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
9.
First published. Maybe 1908-18. Is there anything on the back?
Hold on.
The chest.
The Queen has little protection.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
It's either 3 or 4.
The Queen has little protection.
Because the number of white pieces is either 3 or 4.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
The red drops. 1. Hold on. Let's start with this side facing me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I'm pretty sure he said the number of red drops.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Let's try this. A book covered in human skin.
I was wondering if it was written on human skin.
When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body.
I hope it's a puppy.
I hope it's a puppy, too! Oh my god, belly rubs! Oh.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
Yeah.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Yeah, he's turning into an octopus. Or equivalent. A cephalopod, I guess.
Yeah.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations, and this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Get into Fuller's office. I can't look at Pierce. Okay. It's because I'm not Pierce.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Oh, goodness.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
I don't know what that means.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Fuller had a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs. Yeah, right.
Mrs. Sanders?
She looks dead. Jesus. So I guess this happened immediately afterwards.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Can I transfer this lady's medical knowledge into my guy so my medicine goes through the roof? That would be great.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Apparently she won't take it. But maybe I'll come here at some point. I don't know where the key is.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
That was a common condition back then, right? Oh, I've got the vapors.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
She's sassy.
Wow. Holy God.
That's the way to talk to your nurses.
Yeah, nurses really do a better job when you talk to them like that. Right, Mom?
Yeah.
Do you have a degree to be a nurse? Are you certified? Yeah? Well then fucking do your job. Yeah.
She's just
She's just
yeah.
touching the bottle.
She's just like a little kitty cat batting at it.
Ding, ding, ding. That was
Yeah.
kind of funny. I don't want to laugh at that, but
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island. This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Calendar.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Ladies.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Hi.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Maybe now we can get the boiler room key.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't you just want to take a bath there?
Oh, were these those steam things they used to have where you would sit in there and they'd steam you? Weird.
How else are they gonna get the ghosts out of your bones?
How else are they gonna get the ghosts out of your bones? Oh my god. The truth hurts though, right? How else they gonna get the ghost out of your bones?
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Alright. One day she'll take it.
Yep. Whose desk is this?
Probably the Donovan lady.
Maybe. Hawkins Wing.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Okay.
Cool. Fight tuberculosis, obey the rules of health.
Dr. Colden. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
I'm Edward Pierce. That's me. New clue memorized. Gotcha.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Well, I mean, she's not wrong, but...
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
There's his twin brother back there.
Yeah.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Whoa.
Yeah, baby's like... Like, calm down, baby. Storage room.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Administration. You okay, buddy? Pharmacy. I'm not ready to yet.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
They don't want to restock the medicine because it probably cures them. Either that or they're like, you know, it's... Well, I don't know what medicine it is, honestly, but...
The sleeping medicine.
Could be the sleeping pills, yeah. Can I open these? Just opening every door in the place. It's like, if I need to run, I want to make sure this is open.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Well, there's Donovan. The bitch. Order the goddamn medicine.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Not if you're dead, no! Well...
The door to the boiler room is locked. Where did I see that key? Ah, yes. The office in Block B.
As if you would forget. We've been there so many times.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Oh, maybe you have to do something with the boiler room in order to...
Distract her.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Just a dude in there. Kick her.
Having a chat with himself.
Kick her in the dick, Kane says. Hi, Mrs. Donovan. Upper cunt. Created to distract Donovan by cutting off the water. Okay.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Kitchen,
I like bread.
I like bread.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
It looks gross.
Yeah. It looks hideous. Well, it's a guy, so... Ew!
Oh, he just got those body parts.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Forgot where the boiler room was.
She's a witch.
Across from
An old hag.
administration.
I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Oh yeah, it was right here. Cappy, right?
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Excuse me, are you a tool? You might be. You don't know. I'm a tool, use me.
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work until late.
Oh. All right.
Better have you there.
Yeah, me too. Strangely enough. Find a tool. You oddly like Ethan? Yeah, Ethan seems pretty cool. I was thinking of a fireplace poker once I saw that, and I was like, nope. I guess not. What's her name is cleaning the bathroom. Maybe she's got tools with her.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Pharmacy, but not there be anything. No, not the pharmacy. The place with the lady being like, go away.
Oh, the storeroom. That was over here. A monkey wrench.
We're about to throw a wrench into her plans.
Haha! I like that. Gonna throw a wrench into your plans, lady.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Go back to Elizabeth. Gotcha. She's gonna have to go tell everybody the water's off again.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Now I can get to Fuller's office.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Conclusions, session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
I don't want to go to there.
I should go another way.
Alright, how does one get to the basement?
Through the barred door
Oh.
we saw.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
Oh, he's gone. Dang it.
We're going into the basement, so that seems safe.
Yeah, totally. Pure safety. Jesus Christ, why are the floors made like this? Pass.
And this is a really deep basement.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Oh.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake. I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Okay. I think I'm going to stop here for now, everybody. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I do plan on streaming again later tonight, I believe. So keep an eye out. I will post on Discord and Twitter when I get ready to. But thanks for coming, and I will see you guys next time.